Don't talk about the kids. Don't talk about the kids. Well, would you rather adults talk about the kid or be wanking off to the kid? Because that's the point in which we're at.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Everybody knew that you came in as my friend. And like, so.
This is Scotty. She runs the South. Big Lexus was next. What's my ass? What you doing down there, Gloss? You doing push-ups?
It's my turn.
I got you one. Go ahead. Come here.
Is that a MAGA hat?
Come here. No. Come here.
What is that? Did she just start out a MAGA hat? Girl, make that as Google app great again.
And show her why she here. She's not young and reckless. Bitch ain't young nor reckless.
Oh, who ain't reckless?
Ferrari, like, who ain't my show title? Show me who ain't, so I can go up to them, and then I can have a reason to say my show title again. Because did y'all know that this is Young and Reckless Season 3 hosted by Ferrari? Because if you didn't know that, then guess what? It's Young and Reckless Season 3 hosted by Ferrari. And you bitches are young and reckless on Season 3 of Young and Reckless hosted by Ferrari.
They not letting up this season, and I'm like, whoa, like, y'all bitches is really...
Bitches are really young and reckless. Season 3 hosted by Ferrari. Like,
so now I have to do some investigating with all of the ladies to see how it all went to hell, child.
Can we catch you up? So you know when you were upstairs getting your beauty rest.
Yeah. Can we catch up? Because you know when you're upstairs getting your beauty rest, the way that Kelly talks, because then you have Brent that's like nice school, and then you have Kelly that talks like this. You're like, oh my god.
Space.
Sisterhood, in quotes.
Don't fast forward none of this. Absolutely not. I want to know every last motherfucking thing that Angela said. What the hell did Tangela say to them? Don't keep secrets.
How you doing, RuPaul? Now, Gilbert, you are a very funny man. Have you always been funny?
Alicia, I mean, I definitely understand committing to the character, but like, did she just start hormones yesterday? Where she put her titties? Girl, that is not a chest plate. Stop laughing. You transphobic.
I'm a T-girl from a past life.
Protecting the dynasty is a full-time job.
Talking about my kid, you stupid bitch.
I don't even...
Right, because you're talking about my daughter. Jackie, you talking about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter or my daughter's daughter.
No, I feel like at times I rest my case.
Not Banner was on Season 2 looking like a country Bama. Girl, I thought that was Shawnee. What is going on, y'all? It's got Santana, aka Chi. And baby, we are back for another press and mess, okay? Because there's a lot of mess going on in the press. And today we talk about kids. We are talking about kids. Fuck them kids. We talking about kids today, okay? And when we say fuck them kids, we don't literally mean fuck them kids, okay? But see, that's why we having a conversation. Because while we say fuck them kids, some people might literally think fuck them kids. Because why is Bow Wow's little daughter, who is under the age of 18, why is she dressed like she's 25? Why is she dressed like Beyonce and not Blue Ivy? Even though that's still questionable. Like, why is she dressed like a grown-ass adult? Who is all that hit for? Who is all that thigh meat for? Baby, put that away. Put it away. Absolutely not. And then y'all already know that America runs on pedophilia. So absolutely not. Okay? And then when we talk about Hollywood being Hollyweird, absolutely not. Obviously, I have things to say, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to get into it. after y'all go and like the video.
Nothing for free. I cuss a lot. Bitch, I'm a queen. Not like the thoughts. If you wanna be together, you gotta split that check down. You wanna be forever, you gotta split that check down. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. I like the.
You want to go ahead and say this is BT and we'll be back?
This is BT and we'll be back. That's all I said.
Just say, yo, this is BT. Matter of fact, do it how your dad would.
No, I'm just do how I do it because like I'm the queen here. Dad, I'm almost as tall as you.
Okay, that's what we're not gonna do. All right, my daughter just crashed the set, and the first thing she says, she just got off the plane. The first thing she says, Dad, I'm almost as tall as you. We ain't gonna do that, Shy. All right, we're not gonna do that. You look good though. You look beautiful. Got you on the record. This is their what? Third, no, couple red carpets with Dad now, but not by second. First was Fast and Furious. But this is the thing. This was you guys understand. The reason why she's here is because she wanted to be in, not to support her dad. She just know that Dad just has a cool job. And she said, Dad, I want to meet NLE Chopper. Who do you want to meet? Who do you want Dad to make sure you meet? This is summer with Dad, so who do you want to see?
Literally everybody.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Like who? What? Lil Wayne is here.
I don't know. But you know who like I was asking about? Lotto.
You want to see Lotto? All right, we got to see if Lotto was here. If Lotto's not here, but you with your daddy today. Mama done dropped you out for the summer. All right, kiddo, we're going to do it like this.
First of all, before we even get to the thigh meat of it all, Lotto, girl, Lotto, not Nicki, not Rihanna, not Beyonce, not Madonna, not Britney, not Gaga, not Katy Perry. Child. Lotto, not even Faith Evans, girl. Lotto, Lotto, girl.
You want to go ahead and say this is
Lotto. Lotto, as in 777 Lotto, as in Big Mama Lotto, as in Scratch Off Lotto. Okay.
BT and we'll be back.
This is BT and we'll be back. That's all I said.
Just say, yo, this is BT. Matter of fact, do it how your dad would.
No, I'm just do how I do it because like I'm the queen here. This is BT and we'll be back.
That's right. But really, if it was at home, she'd be like this. Yo, what's up, yo? Yo, this is your man Bow Wow, da-da-da. But like she said, we'll be back at y'all in a minute.
Listen. Listen. Bow Wow's daughter is very... Oh, I don't even know what to say because this is a child. Hold on. Let me find some words to make it age appropriate. I mean, she's very adorable. She's very adorable, very charismatic. If you don't know anything about Bow Wow's child, I mean, she's very much a star. She's very much a star. Okay, very much like, look at me, I shine bright like a diamond. Okay, very much like I'm that girl. Like she radiates that. Okay, that's cool. All of that is great. However, baby, I don't even think the girl is 16 yet. I think she's still like 13, 14. She's somewhere around Blue Ivy age, but it's just like, even if she was 16, it would still be like cringe, but then at the same time, I can understand it more. Having been 16 before, I would understand it more. But it's just like, and then you know what? Let's actually talk about it. Let's actually get into it for real. Because here's the thing.
First was
that I don't think a lot of people understand. A lot of people lose their virginity young as hell. Okay? A lot of people do. I lost my virginity at 12, 13. Everybody else in my school was fucking by the time they was 12, 13. I even had a girl that I knew who had a baby at 13. And then we went on to high school together. And like right now, she probably like 30. Well, she the same age as me. So she like 32, but her son is probably like fucking 23. You understand what I'm saying? And so I know it's a very uncomfortable conversation to have because once we get older, we start looking at these little kids as little kids. But like when you're a little kid, you don't feel like a little kid. You feel like you can be grown and sexy. You feel like you can do grown things, right? Which is why I always feel away when people are like, well, I mean, there's this 16-year-old dating this 26-year-old. The 26-year-old should know better. People forget how it was when we were kids. You don't look at yourself or view yourself as a kid. That's why I have to say, again, I lost my virginity at 12, 13. I know everybody else in my school was fucking around the same time. Everybody else had lost it. Like, it was a thing when I was a kid. So looking at Bow Wow's daughter and seeing how young she is, I'm sorry, we're not going to sit here and play dumb and act like, oh, she's just this innocent little toddler who needs to be handled with baby gloves and kid gloves. And oh my God, no, we're not going to sit and do that. No, we're not. Baby, you're grown enough to be out there popping it and thotting it. Okay? Hopefully she's not, but you're old enough. Okay? And so you don't need to be dressing like that. You don't. Again, 16, I can understand because that's a bit of a rebellious age, even though I still wouldn't agree now as an adult. But we more so, like, especially if you're a millennial, we've all watched the coming of age TV shows and movies where it's like you see the 16-year-olds, they're rebellious. It's like, I'm gonna get my nose pierced, I'm gonna get a belly button piercing, I'm gonna dye my hair a certain color, I'm gonna dress in a crop top, you know, which was considered skanky or hot girlish or real provocative. Like, we've all seen those movies where teenagers are coming of age and they feel like, I want to go against the grain. I want to be rebellious. I want to do different than what my parents taught me, right? So I can understand being later in your teenage years and feeling that way. But as young as this girl is, actually, how old is she? Let's see if we could get a range on it. Let me see. Bow Wow daughter age. She just turned 14 on April 27th. Yeah, nah. I'm sorry. Nah. I'm sorry.
You want to go ahead and say this is B?
Nah, the dress was inappropriate. It was inappropriate. And honestly and truly, I'm sorry. This is one of them conversations where it's gonna be like, Bow Wow should have noticed it, but where the hell was Joy? Bow Wow should have noticed it, but where the hell was Joy? Because honestly and truly, I know like a lot of women like to give niggas flack, but y'all just gotta understand that women and men are built different. They just are. And so a lot of men, for them, they're like, well, as long as my kids aren't burning the house down, that's all I care about. Versus a woman that is paying attention to every single detail and like, okay, this needs to be like this. So yes, it should have been Bow Wow's job to notice before she even got on this carpet. Hey, you shouldn't be dressed like that. However, I honestly and truly, I'm gonna just expect Joy to, like, where the hell was Joy? Okay. And she did actually come out and speak about that, but I just want to go to the comments real quick. Her mom being Joy makes a lot of sense. I let her watch Shy and Joy. She's adorable. Too young for the little side to be showing. I was trying to figure out what that was. You're right. Where is the child's pants? Wait until she's a grown woman to dress this way. Are you her mama? And see, I hate little dumbass, retarded ass bitches like this. I'm sorry. We're gonna start calling it out. I hate bitches like this. I hate it. Because the same person that's asking, are you her mama, is the same person that's looking at Sky Jackson, looking at Halle, looking at Cardi B, looking at Kiki, looking at Reginae, okay? Looking at all of these bitches like, not my monkey, not my problem. Now they got nothing to do with me. They're young, they'll learn. And then as we continuously see, they end up learning how. Exactly. Okay, so the same person that's sitting here like, are you her mama, is the same person that, like, y'all have to stop because people love saying, oh, we're the most disrespected. Okay, well, I'm sorry, there's nothing, it doesn't get more anti-black and anti-woman than being a woman, especially a black woman, and then turning your back on somebody that actually needs help or that needs support from your own community. It doesn't get more anti-black or anti-woman than that. I'm sorry. This is somebody in your community. Okay, help thy brother, or whatever the fucking saying is. Help thy brother. You should be looking to your neighbor and trying to learn or trying to teach. But the fact that so many people feel comfortable just turning a blind eye, that's forever gonna stick with me, and that's forever gonna make me feel away. Like, are you her mama, bitch? No, but clearly her mama was around or there or was somewhere, and she was still out the house like that. Like, because what if this little girl gets raped? What if? Oh, and I hate to even jump that far. I didn't mean to jump that far, but fuck it. Let's peel the Band-Aid off. What if something bad was to happen to this girl? Right? Then all of a sudden, everybody will want to come out and crying and talking about their trauma. And oh my God, me too. But oh my God, nigga, So let's start at the beginning. Hey, baby girl, I don't think that's appropriate, right? Because y'all just got on Sherry Shepherd a couple of months ago for what she said about Megan Thee Stallion's dress. And she wasn't even talking about Megan specifically. She was just saying, hey, everything isn't appropriate for everybody, right? Because what happens when the kids that are Shy's age looks at Shy and feels like, well, Shy was allowed to wear that. Mommy, she's 14. She was allowed to wear that. Yes, she was on the BET Carpet Red Awards or whatever, but she was allowed to wear that. It's like Shy has protection. She has security. Her father's a celebrity. They're going to be secure no matter what. They have a team around them protecting them. But what happens when it's a 14-year-old that's at a regular ass middle school in the middle of nowhere that wants to go out dressed in the same way and feeling like it's appropriate because they done seen another 14-year-old do that on live ass TV? Then what? So it's like to the same person that's saying, oh, are you her mama? Well, what if you were a mama and your daughter wanted to go out looking like that? What would the response be then? It's like, again, like people don't understand the trickle down effects that shit can have. Yes, celebrities should not be raising your kids, but at the end of the day, they still have influence. And even going back to the Sherry Shepherd shit, that's all Sherry was trying to say when it came to Megan Thee Stallion. It was like, listen, there's an obligation there. Like, just because you can doesn't mean that you should. I didn't even notice her outfit into the comments. LOL, like, please. Oh, hell no. Y'all see what I see? Is she y'all child? See, it's just the dumb, retarded ass bitches that's the pick me ass bitches. Pick me ass bitches. I'm sorry. They could go. Listen, anybody that think like that could go to hell. Go to hell. Because all y'all doing is just making the world worse. Just making shit worse. Just making shit worse. She needs to cover up that thigh. Is that a hip showing? Her daddy's sitting right next to her. If he ain't got a problem with it, why do y'all? Again, it's to pick me up at all. It's to pick me up at all. So Joy ended up coming out and saying something about it, which I'm glad that she did, because I would rather her say something than for us to sit here and continue thinking, what the hell was Joy? You know what I'm saying? Because again, Joy, if you were around, then you need to speak up. But if you weren't around, you especially need to speak up and let it be known. So she did end up coming out, and we're gonna get into that right now.
Picture that they sent over, it does not, it looks like a long sleeve dress that's like has jewels on it and a thing hanging on the side. I was like, oh my god, so cute. At no point do we know that it was a cutout, but whoever was styling her should have said, hey, there's a cutout. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And when she put it on, I think they were like, oh man, we didn't realize. Oh gosh, what do we have to back up? No, they don't have to back up. We're in the trailer. She has to go out. What? So she was just saying she didn't like how she had to like do this the whole time. She just felt kind of like, you know, weird and uncomfortable. And I was like, well, yeah, because it's inappropriate. But yeah. So yeah, she had to deal with thousands of grown people talking about her, saying, I know.
Okay. Because see, that's what the fuck we not gonna do. Joy, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because I'm halfway believing this lie that you sitting here saying. Because, okay, I was with you for a second until I wasn't. Because the caption says Joy basically, she didn't see the dress until we all saw the dress. Because she wasn't there. But then you're saying how they sent you a message and they said it was a cutout. You didn't think that the cutout was going to be like that? Or either way, she's trying to victimize Shy. And granted, Shy is 14. So, I mean, she is somewhat, if there was a quote unquote victim in this situation, I guess it would be her to an extent. But she's trying to put Shy in a position of Shy felt so awkward and she was just out there, just out there as like fresh bait and fresh meat for all of these grown ass adults that kept looking and talking. Girl, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. 14 is not 4. You know what the fuck is appropriate for you versus what's inappropriate. We're not going to do that. And y'all not about to get in my comments and do that. Stop. I get that these kids be kids. I get it. But at the age of 14, you know exactly what the fuck you should be wearing versus what you should not be wearing. You know. So we're not going to do that, Joy. Just say y'all dropped the ball. Y'all missed the mark completely. Just say that. But trying to come on with this sob story of, oh, it's inappropriate, and then my poor daughter felt like that. Get out my face with that.
Mama, but her mama ain't do nothing. Mama was not in attendance. Mama was not around. Okay, Mama would have had. If I was there, I would have went to the closest.
If you was there, honestly and truly, if Joy was there, Shaw would have came out in a 2-piece. Okay, like, can we be real? If we're gonna talk, we're gonna have a conversation. If Joy was there, Shaw would have came out in a 2-piece and a thong. Honestly and truly, that's the vibe that Joy gives me. Okay, because we're not going to ignore the fact that yes, Joy had a child with Bow Wow, but she also has a child with Future. Right, exactly. Go ahead and clock that tea and tell me how she tastes.
Whatever. Or Instacart or some little black shorts.
Instacart or some short girl. Okay. Instacart had something from Walmart. Okay.
To put underneath. But that's just a mistake. That's not gonna happen ever again. Right, I would have right there at Macy's or somewhere. Of course I'm clearing it up because a lot of these people are trying it. Like,
no shade. Is she a little slow? And I'm not even trying to be funny when I say that. Like, is she a little slow? I've never heard her speak before. I don't know if she's drunk right now. I don't know. But the way that she's speaking, I'm asking, is she a little slow? Because that's how she's appearing right now. And I promise you, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know if this is how she normally speaks. But if she's a little slow, that does allow me room to give her a little bit of grace. But like, come on, Joy. Come on.
It's cool. You have your comments. I had my comments. I saw it when y'all saw it. She went from the trailer to we had no time to even speak. I didn't say, oh my God, let me see her. Nothing. I saw it online with y'all and I said, so yeah. Yeah, the one with her and Tia was really cute. I show y'all the picture that they sent over. It does not, it looks like a long sleeve dress. That's like,
yeah, no, this is Holly weird where, because listen, fuck Jay-Z, fuck Diddy, fuck all the allegations and whatnot that's out there. When we're going to get to the Alley Carter of it all, that's what I keep talking about. Okay, let's get to the alleged Alley Carter. Let's get to the alleged underground tunnels. Let's get to the alleged all of these children being trafficked and all of this that's going on. Let's get to the alleged missing girls from the Oprah school. Like, let's get to all of that. Let's get to Pizzagate. Let's get to Justin Bieber. Let's get to that. Okay? And so when you understand that part of Holly Weird, then you understand why this is a fucking huge problem. Then you understand why this is a huge fucking problem. And it's not just a 14-year-old that made a mistake. No. So let's go through the post. It says, Joie Chavis responds after critics blamed her for her daughter's BET Awards carpet look. Shaw was in attendance with her dad. However, Joy is making it clear that she wasn't there and she didn't see Shaw's final look. She says that before the event, it wasn't known that the dress had a cutout on the side. Joy, how do you not know that? How do you not know that? I would have cut a piece off that sash and tucked it into the dress cutout. We just have to pay the designer later, but nah. She's trying so hard not to curse out all these adults talking about her child. LOL, it's not hers or her daughter's fault. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna blame the chat a little bit. I know y'all like to be like, there was an adult around, and as long as there's the adult around, the adult is older than the child. Okay, cool. Fuck all that. Like I said, you're 14. You know what you should and should not be wearing. I'm sorry. Sometimes y'all have to take the approach of, what if this was my child? Imagine you send your child out into the world and you know damn well that you don't raise your child right to know right from wrong. And then you catch them out there doing wrong. The first thing that you're going to say to them is, bitch, I raised you better than this. I raised you fucking better than this. And the punishment that they get is more than likely not necessarily going to be for what they did, but for what they did that so clearly went against everything that you've ever taught them. So when I say yes, you are 14, but at the end of the day, you understand what's going on. Like, you know what to wear and what not to wear. Yes, we can blame the adults all day. However, if my child is that damn impressionable, or to the point where it's just like an adult can give them something and sway their opinion, even though they know that there's still a flaw there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Either it's coming from the parent or it's coming from the child being rebellious. That's the conversation that needs to be had. Yes, go into the room and slap whatever adult that you felt like, okay, why the fuck would you get that to my child in the first place? But it still comes back to you. It still comes back to you and your child. Because at the end of the day, why would your child ever feel comfortable wearing that? Bitch, you know we don't get down like that. You know we don't fucking get down like that. But yet you felt so comfortable to get down like that today? Why? Did somebody do something or say something to make you feel comfortable? Or you just felt like, oh, let me have my little rebellious era right now? Like, either way, it needs to be checked. And I know a lot of people not going to agree with that because, again, y'all like the, oh my gosh, she's a kid and an adult.